I was going to ask you about the kind of the game on top of the winning streak and again, kind of holding an opponent to that pretty consistently low scoring total relative to kind of current NBA. What has been consistent here that you saw again tonight?
We just play hard. We compete. Tonight wasn't perfect with some of the execution stuff, but we more than made up for it with our effort at times. And frankly, I really liked what we did, in the half court when our defense was set. The turnovers once again hurt us. Scored 20 points off our turnovers. I think it wasn't a play that was more emblematic of our effort than when it was 93-88. I think there's 7-something to go. LeBron misses a 22-foot two-pointer. Vando gets the rebound. We get it back to LeBron. He misses a floater. Trey gets the rebound. We kick it back to LeBron. He misses the three from the corner. Vando gets the rebound. We ended up getting it to Luka. Trey's over in the right corner. He pins in for LeBron. He hits that three. I mean, that's, again, these opponents that we're playing, they're really good teams. They're fighting like we're fighting. These are playoff-like games just in terms of the physicality, the effort from both teams. And that play, I mean, I'm not sure they got closer than 5. I know there was, 5 right there at the end. But that was a massive play for us in a stretch where, look, we're having to play lineups just because of injuries. We're having to play lineups where we don't have a ton of shooting on the court, and teams are able to load up. They're reading everything. They're a top 5 defensive team. Like it's tough to score. So we talked again pregame about our effort offense, and that was a massive play.
There are things I think you can't know about players until you have them as a teammate or something like that. And you had kind of mentioned the importance of these Luka blackouts in Denver. I think he made 2 threes and was like instantly yelling at the Clipper bench. Dunn got a little bit of it later. Seemed like everybody pretty much on the court got some of that energy from him. Spiritually, what do you think that did for your team tonight, his sort of fire and intensity?
Yeah, I think the way he started the game got us going on that end. And then it just seemed like throughout the game, when we needed a bucket, when we needed him to draw a second, third defender at times, he was able to make the right play, minus the 6 turnovers. But he played fantastic tonight. And again, it was that verve and that spirit of competition, but also just something that is, maybe it's an inner demon, I don't know, but it comes out, and it's fantastic for us when it does.
A clip circulated of you crediting Dalton Knecht for being a professional after the win on Friday. Tonight seemed like more than
talk to the Lakers about what they're putting out. Need approval on some stuff.
Tonight seemed more than professional. I mean, kind of a starring effort for you. Have you been able to get a sense of where Dalton's been at after everything that went down last month, and how do you envision his role as the season plays out? Yeah,
there was a lot of discussion early on when he first got back, not playing the first game, didn't want to put him in a tough situation for him. We then talked on Tuesday. We then talked the day before the All-Star break again, and it was very much like before that second game against Utah leading into the break. It was very much just let's just play basketball, and you're going to play, and I'm going to coach, and we've moved on from that. So I think each day it just becomes again more normal. Certainly the last 2 games I think help. Every player, look, we've all been there. Like, we all have this sort of perpetual belief in our ability. Everybody's confidence can wane, and you need that confidence to be reinforced by playing well. And he's done that the last 2 games, and it's obviously offensively, but he's done some good things defensively as well.
Gabe, I know you always kind of play your game regardless of what the situation is. But stepping in for Austin, is there anything that you think about in particular when you're out there with that group?
Just try to be ready to play, make a little more. I think just depending on how the game flow, the game was going. If Bron and Luka are on the court at the same time, if I need to touch the paint and spray, stuff like that. But for the most part, it was just a game with more minutes for me.
What have you seen from Dalton? Not just tonight, but the last game and kind of getting going. Tonight, obviously, it's some key shots.
Yeah, I mean, it's been small things for me with Dalton that he's been improving on a lot. Whether it's to talking on defense or the switches, I think he's improved immensely in the last 5 to 10 games in those. And it's great to see him get hot and get out there and get the rhythm shooting from three like we know he can. So it's great to see him have some growth. It's great to see him get rewarded with a good offensive game amidst the growth.
And then JJ was talking about the coverages the teams play against Luka and how they're rarely going to go into drop. How do you kind of feel like you guys are evolving when teams are either blitzing him or switching everything? And what are some keys?
Yeah, I mean, he creates a lot of problems. I think Bron alone creates a lot of issues. You add Luka to the mix, and the way he can really shoot the ball and pick apart defenses. We're kind of just reading and reacting. Teams are going to try to throw different things at him, whether it's a blitz or definitely not a drop. So we're just trying to stay ready to make our adjustments.
Does the nature of which you guys won these games against these top teams, a lot of it's been more on the defensive side, does that provide optimism for what it'll look like when you guys do have it, that synergy offensively rolling and everyone's, rolling in that sense?
Yeah, I mean, late in the year, you have to win some games in the mud, and I think we've had some stretches here now to be able to test our grit, test our willingness to fight through a lot, and we've been doing that at a high level. So proud of the fight this group's been doing. We just need to keep it up.
Maybe fight is the answer, but Mike just mentioned the word evolving. Is there like a way you describe your guys' identity through this? I think you won 16 out of the last 19. What's the consistency, even as guys have been out of lineup, you had trades and whatnot?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're playing very hard. We're playing unselfish. And I think everyone's kind of starting to understand their assignment. I think we all know what we're looking for when we step out there on the court. That simplicity brings clarity and allows us to go out there and just play hard. So it's been working so far. We just got to keep it rolling.
Oh my God, I love your outfit. Where did you get that shirt? It's from Lakers Land. They have a merch site with a bunch of stuff. You should really check it out. They always got something going on, not just basketball, but fashion too. Like, look at this shirt. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna cop more from Lakers Land.